Greetings friends, welcome to A True Taste of Heaven, brought to you by A Touch of Faith Ministries. A True Taste of Heaven is a program that shares with you delicious and healthy food that you and your loved ones will certainly enjoy. And today, I have with me my dear friend, Natalie August, the chef. And she will be demonstrating something really yummy, right Natalie?
That's
so
right.
What are we making today?
So we're going to be making a delicious dessert that's going to replace chocolate.
That sounds yummy. You gotta stay tuned, right?
Right.
Stay tuned. So here we are in Natalie's kitchen. So Natalie, what are we gonna be using today?
Well, to make Mary's fudge today, we're going to be using something that's called Carob powder instead of using cocoa powder. We have this one here.
Now, why do people use carob powder instead of chocolate?
Well, instead of chocolate, chocolate tends to have a lot of milk and it has a lot of sugar in it, so it tends to have lots of fat. And cocoa powder is actually extremely bitter, so you have to put a whole lot of sugar to replace it. And we know that today we already have enough sugar in our diet.
Certainly.
So we want to limit it as much as we can. But also, for those who may be allergic to chocolate, this is a great alternative. It doesn't taste exactly like chocolate, but it has its own flavor, which to me, it's even better.
Okay. What else are we using?
So we're going to be also using some peanut butter. We have an all-natural peanut butter, which I like better. And we have some raw honey. Raw honey here, it's unheated, so you get a lot more of its benefits. Then we're going to need some vanilla here. Then you can use maple extract, but if you don't have maple extract, you can replace it with some more vanilla. Also, we need a little bit of water. It calls for soybean powder, but soybean powder is also like a powdered soy milk. But what we're going to be using today is we're going to grind up some sunflower seeds. Also, we have our raisins, preferably organic. And then we also have some dates. That's all for today.
Lovely.
So, let's get started. So first, what we have here is our nuts. So I'm going to be taking about a cup and a half of nuts. You can.
Now, what kind of nuts are these?
This is a mixture of pecans and walnuts. So because we're making twice the recipe, I'm making a cup and a half. So here's about a cup, and then we also have another half there. Next, I'm going to measure out the peanut butter, and we're going to need 2/3 cup of peanut butter. So let me go ahead and measure that out. Now, when you get a natural peanut butter, you're going to be able to get rid of a lot of the canola oil. Canola oil isn't the greatest for you, so this just basically has a little salt and blended peanut butter.
Yeah, it's true. If you look at a lot of the peanut butters out there, they have, you know, peanut oil or some other type of oils added and sugar, and it's just crazy. But it's wonderful that this one is simply peanuts and salt. That's great.
And it's great because when you're watching out for all these little bits of sugar here and there, you're able to get rid of a lot of the unnecessary sugars and be able to control your blood sugars better, especially for those who are diabetic.
Excellent.
So next, I'm going to be taking about a cup of honey. So I will go ahead and pour that out. So what's great about using this kind of honey is it won't spike your blood sugar as would, say, maybe a white sugar or anything of that sort.
And it's just pure, unrefined, raw honey.
That's right.
With lots of minerals and gives you lots of energy as well.
Yep, that's true. Sometimes I like to take a spoonful of it in the morning. I say it's for energy, but I also like to taste.
Don't tempt me now, Natalie. I want to try this.
Yeah, it's delicious, and it's gonna make the carob powder sweet because the carob is not sweet, but it's not bitter like chocolate is. And next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get 2/3 cup of carob powder. See, it looks just like chocolate.
Yeah, it really does. You can't really tell. The color is the same and the consistency is exactly the same. That's amazing.
Just like
and it's from a plant, correct?
That's true.
Okay.
And since it does come from a plant, it has a good amount of fiber and it has a good amount of protein in it as well.
And no fats whatsoever.
No
that
fats.
is lovely.
And next I'm going to put 3 teaspoons of vanilla. So I have a half a tablespoon here. I'm going to put half a tablespoon. And next, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of water. So next, I'm going to take 2/3 cup of sunflower seeds. And I'm going to put them in a coffee grinder so that I can get it into smaller pieces. This is instead of getting the soybean powder.
Okay.
Alright. I'm going to pour it right in the bowl.
That is a seriously healthy dessert, Natalie. I'm looking at all your ingredients. I haven't seen any junk at all. You know, when I think dessert, I think something like guilty. You know, sometimes.
Yeah, this is a totally guilt-free dessert. Of course, we can't overdo anything, whether it's good for us or bad.
Of course.
But this is something that for those who are chocolate lovers but still want something that's good and healthy for you, this is a great way to go.
Lovely.
And so now I'm going to add about 2/3 cup of raisins. And then half a cup of dates. So it can get a little tough a little bit, maybe because of the honey, I believe. So we're just gonna make sure you mix it really well. Sometimes it's good to add just a little bit of salt to any of your desserts. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It cuts a little bit of the sweetness. Okay, so now I'm just gonna mix it until it feels nice and smooth.
So now, what are we gonna do with this once you're done mixing it?
So once we're done with this, you can either put it into a pan and you can either put it in the refrigerator, but I like it in the freezer because I just like it. It's a nice frozen dessert. And we're gonna leave it in there. You can leave it for about an hour and then it's ready to serve.
I tell you, last time she made this, she put it in the freezer and it tasted like
a Snicker bar.
Yes, unbelievable. I haven't had this stuff for years and I couldn't believe it. It was really, really good. You guys really want to try this.
So now I have a pan here that I'm gonna put it into. At least one of them. You can make them about 1 inch thick if you'd like, and then you can put it into another pan. Put the leftovers into another pan. So let's go ahead and put this in. It's gonna look after you're done a little bit like a piece of candy. And sometimes I may need to get in with my hands. But right now I'm going to do the best that I can, flattening it without. And there you have it. So now I I'm gonna take it, put it in the freezer, and then it'll be ready to go in about an hour.
Has it been an hour, Natalie? We couldn't wait. I really couldn't. This is delicious. Actually, we have it in the freezer. We're just trying the rest in the bowl. You really want to try to make it for it. You really want to try to make it for your family. But put it in the freezer though. Don't be like Natalie, eating it before time. Who needs chocolate? For real, when you get this, and it's just, everything is natural. We have raisins, raw honey, walnuts, what else? Carob. Who needs chocolate? You've gotta try this. So you leave it in the freezer for about an hour, and you say you slice it into
Cubes, maybe about 2-inch thick.
And it comes out looking like a bar kind of thing.
Like a mini candy bar.
This is good. Thank you, Natalie. You should make this more often for me. I'm serious.